A new report from real estate broker Redfin saying that in the last month, more than a quarter of homes listed for sale had a price drop. Does this mean that we are in a buyer's market? Joining us now, Warburg Realty president, Metaprop co-founder and partner, Clelia Peters. Clelia, good of you to be here. What are you seeing out there in the market right now?
Well, the report that you just mentioned, I think, is very much aligned with what we're seeing in New York. I do have to say New York is always its own little market, and that's really where I specialize. So what we're seeing in New York is buyers having a lot more power in the market and sellers needing to be really strategic as they sell.
What about can you speak to the rest of the country at all? Because I've had this conversation privately. New York real estate market has been incredibly strong for the most part, but there are a lot of pockets out there in this country where there's an incredible amount of inventory on the market. Prices are not even back to where they were in the peak.
Yep.
And so it is truly returned to, it is about the location of where you live and where you're trying to buy or sell.
It's about the location, it's about the state of your home, and it's about some other factors, you know, the neighborhood. So yes, nationally, we are seeing a softening of the market. You know, I think the one thing that's interesting about New York is we've actually been seeing that softening here for a while, and that's pretty unusual. Usually, New York's market goes in lockstep with the stock market, and we're obviously in a booming stock market. So it's interesting to try to speculate about why we're having these two things separate.
I think valuation-wise, I think that properties here, apartments here, are wildly overvalued when stocks aren't. But the prices that people are trying to ask for on these apartments are not realistic. They're living in la-la land, quite frankly. Look at the prices of some of these places, what they paid for them and what they're trying to ask in terms of appreciation. That's why they're sitting on the market for so long. Jack, you got a question?
Yeah, what about mortgage rates? Is that affecting the investment portfolios for some, particularly the individual buyers that, you know, maybe picking up a second property or a third property to flip or rent? Do you see the mortgage rates having an effect on that?
Well, you know what's funny is that mortgage rates are actually still pretty low. So you'd think that, I mean, this is where it really is a buyer's market. You'd think that we're in an environment where buyers have more power, there's more inventory on the market, sales prices are softening, plus we still have these low mortgage rates. But I think that buyers are hesitant because, I mean, you know, the irony is so often buyers are hesitant when they don't see other people buying. And that there's opportunity for people who are willing to be bold when the market is a little soft.
What about the inventory? I mean, it seems like there's just a lot of things going up.
Yeah.
That the inventory is I'll let you answer it rather than me.
It's definitely true that we have more and more inventory on the market, and part of that is about buyers and sellers not coming to the same place in terms of what they think is reasonable. You know, you have sellers who feel like their home should have greater value, and you have buyers who feel, you know, it's almost like buyers are very sensitive right now. If they see something that's overvalued in their opinions, they don't even want to look at it. It's like it offends them.
Right, because they feel like that the seller is trying to rip them off.
Yeah.
So you're one of the few female partners at a venture capital firm. Just talk about what it's like. Is the door wide open for women now?
You know, I think it is and it isn't. So I invest exclusively in real estate tech. It's funny because it's two different industries where there are very few women. And you know, it's been my experience as a woman that if you come in and you're good at what you're doing, there's usually a seat available at the table. But I also recognize that there's a lot of barriers for a lot of women to sort of getting to the table in the first place. And I think particularly in venture capital, it's really important that we have more women. You know, only 9% of the general partners or managing directors of venture capital firms are women. And venture is about dreaming about what's next for our country, for our world. We need more women sitting at that table.
Since we make up more than half the workforce, they need to add some more chairs around the table. If you're not going to give up your seat, then you just need to make room. Thank you, Clelia. It was good to see you, Clelia Peters.